What I'm going to talk about today is an effort related to a product that we call Tedlar. Growth in that market is like 30 to 70% per year. We're the only ones that make that product. It's critical to alternative energy. What we're doing is rapidly expanding and also looking at different technologies to try to do that in a way that's very cost effective. And that's what really led to our problem. We went from the one site that's been sitting there for 50 or 60 years making Tedlar to, as you're going to see here, this multivariable test involved 5 different sites in 5 different states. We brought in our best master black belts. We were doing all kind of experiments, but we still couldn't meet the spec. We were 3,000 defects after about 6 months of work. The screening MBT we reduced it by 75%. Still not within spec. The refining, we got 99% reduction. Basically everything was pretty close to in spec. 1/3 of the runs had less than 2 defects. The neat thing about this now we had options. There were some converts after. We wouldn't have been able to bring about the full supply chain MBT without guidance, expertise, project management from QualPro. Some of the people that I work with in the Six Sigma group that I have tremendous respect for came and asked, why did I go to QualPro? The first thing I would say is, have you ever run a test involving 5 different sites with 32 variables? And the answer is always no. That's why I did it, because I needed somebody with the power to do something like that. And I talked about the 2 cultures. We couldn't get those guys to talk. By having the MBT, by enabling us to include ideas from both cultures, include ideas from the operators who were sitting there fighting this mess, we were able to get everybody's ideas into it and really not impact the time to do this. This was beyond anything that we've ever done here. That's why I brought QualPro in, because we couldn't have done this. And the black belt realized that. We avoided what would have been $5 or $10 million of capital investment. We've got a new site to supply the market. We can now get more solar cells out there. Increase capacity. This is a critical growth business for us. And it's also supporting the world's needs for alternative energy. We have a much greater understanding of our process today. We're getting return on the investment, and we've got another group of people that understand the power of MBT. It's worked every time I've tried it. Every time I've had a big problem, this is where I've turned.